just one of the strongest carries. However, he's also really strong versus Ench at a given point. The laning stage, you can't really harass him gap close super easily, and also later on, he does have enough attack. Maybe this might be telling us that Ench is to be their off lane, but knowing LeBron on bait, I think be him playing.
Is there any heroes that you guys feel like is missing right now? Like in terms of opening bans and opening picks, any surprises that you not?
Yeah, that hero just does a lot. Like
Void Spirit as well. Or
I've been a little disappointed. The laning stage can be punished by, and we do have some bad matchups. Like we saw, we have really struggled mid stuff. I'm not as sold on. To me, Snapfire is just like the support that's always seems to have such a good habit fight spell.
I feel the same. I wasn't sold on the hero until I started. There's that really plays well
On the Snap.
Void Spirit, yeah, and suddenly that's that critical timing on Crystallis. That so much damage. Are so ban.
Yeah, because right now I mean, they have the Ench heal, but that's not by itself to ban an A.
Yeah, it could be because Ench might be cool. Be a Huskar, and it could be a Morphling.
I'm sure Gambit planning on picking ban, but they're just going to ban a Void now. A carry we've seen a bit of, but also yeah, because right now I mean, they have the Ench. A bit rough at times, particularly that long 160. Very important you pick a fight.
Yeah.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
One extra level and Pango is
Dire should.
Clump.
that ward does not care about untouchable. Casker, you can just kill her off.
10 seconds.
Cask versus
5 seconds.
It seems like one of these supports that's maybe undervalued too. Every time I saw it in the qualifiers, I was like, wow, Maledict does a hell of a lot of damage. This hero with a couple items, Death Ward, really good in deep. Gotten by 5 positions. 5s that are more.
Really great against Enchantress as well. Doesn't care about.
Suy nghĩ rất lâu thể hiện rằng được một cái sự tính toán. Tôi biết rằng trong đầu của Dandy đã nghĩ ra nguyên một cái line-up rồi, nhưng ta vẫn phải thể hiện được rằng là mình là một người chơi tận dụng được những cái reset time. Nghĩ rất lâu.
that.
All right,
10
final
seconds.
pick time.
Hero, you don't really know easily at
It's
the moment
Radiant's pick.
what carry does. Oh, Abaddon. Could be Lash
Whoa.
safe playing Abaddon.
It could be a bad
The
one.
Abaddon carry too, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good old Beast Coast with all their interesting safe lane carries? They've done K1 Hector playing.
Shield, does it remove Maledict?
Can't
No,
remove
you
Maledict.
can't remove
You
it.
can remove the Penguin.
Pretty much go forward with the Lash. Take lineup. Like that TA until she gets all she needs.
Do you like it?
I like it. I like their draft a lot. I think it's very solid. It isn't missing way too many things. They have catch, they have pushed. Their lanes look solid as well. It's all about how they actually lane. And, okay, Gambit
Choose your hero.
finalized their draft with
Pretty standard mid.
something that
But-
GPK played.
Yeah, I see this. I'm like, oh, gee.
Oh.
But I mean, it's a good pick. It gives them some fight out of one of their cores because Ricky, to me, kind of single targety carry that's going to look to isolate the supports. You need some line and start the fight off.
So what is important in this game? Ross, we're about to, like, it's a best of one. What kind of timing or items or maybe rotations should we look towards for these? What is going to be key to their
And
victory?
again,
From beta, I already pretty called it. They need to start rotating early on to protect the TA and her. But they have to be very, very careful about how they do it because this last pick from Gambit can catch them off guard. You have that X marks the spot always, and if you push and you retreat one by one, one of you will fall.
Yeah.
It feels like Beta are going to be the ones setting the tempo, and then Gambit have to respond, and they have the better team fight. So they're going to be looking to defend their towers because they start losing towers, losing map control. That's where Bait's going to be able to take easy roches on TA, and then they win. Gambit have to be proactive and take.
That was going to happen here in this best of one. We get Gambit and Bait. Feed with Capitalist.
One Lacoste between Gambit and Bait. What do you think?
Oh, I think Bait's lineup looks way better. The last pick, Abaddon. I'm not a big fan of the hero in general. He has a lot of bad matchups, but in this one, he's gonna delay there's no real burst damage until they get the items on Gambit's side. And with Lash, with TA, you can easily snowball, transition that into Roche, and this lineup can easily just pop off.
It definitely feels like a much more traditional lineup. Meanwhile, you have on Gambit's side, they're trying to show off a little bit, bring back that Ricky carry that people keep on trying. And I'm not sure how you feel about it. It was obviously a little bit unsuccessful at the previous major. Stage didn't do. Ever since then, though, I just see more and more of it in my pubs.
Yeah, it's just been all over the place. Feels his laning stage got way better because of the blink strike, and he can deal more damage before he gets to level 6. And I've seen a lot of people just building Diffusal Blade so they can fight early on and then go for Battle Fury. A lot of the times you're playing against this super duper hero called Phantom Lancer, so you want to have a built-in cleave, and it also increases your farm ability. I'm fine with that kind of a build, but I'm not a big fan of Battle Fury first on Ricky. No.
Yeah. Is there anybody that you've seen doing that, Lacoste?
Yeah, and
Any names you want to name?
For minor or major.
Okay,
He's also
okay.
a former panelist.
Maybe the Battle Fury first build is in the play, but we'll have to see what our Riki does for Gambit, because it is a pretty good Diffusal Blade build for this game,
It
right?
always
It's
is.
matched. I mean, it's Diffusal Blade. It's a Diffusal Blade meta after all, but you're matched up against heroes like Abaddon, for example, which are very critical to be able to keep your mana intact in order to play out those team fights.
Yeah, Abaddon wants to be a frontliner. He really suffers against mana burn heroes mid. Most of the time against Phantom Lancer, you just send illusions to him. He can't do anything without mana. It's really hard to itemize against mana burn in general.
Yeah, and then we've got our, Safe Lane Leshrac as well for bait, and then just a mid TA. It seems like they've got this nice combination of team fight, take towers, create enough space to be able to take a Roshan for a TA, and then bada bing, bada boom, do that 2 times in a row, you're going high ground, nice and easy. What do Gambit need in order to take this game against bait?
Well, definitely Kanka needs to make moves. This is going to be an off-lane Pango. Yeah, Kanka's on the mid lane. For now, Riki needs to have a good laning stage, and you and me had a little chat about Switch Doctor before the game started. It was not on the stream. I don't think this hero does anything better than any other like strong position 5 heroes. Like if you compare him to Lich, if you compare him to Snapfire, let's say, who's one of the most popular heroes right now, and though win rate so far in this tournament has not been great for Snap.
Yeah, he's kind of looked at as what we kind of agreed on is it would be a better support if this Enchantress was a core.
Yeah, for sure.
If it was a 3-position Enchantress, then great. You've got a support that counters a core, fantastic. But as just an Eng counter, and she being a 4-position by LeBron, we feel a little bit like lackluster. But we'll have to see what happens. FN is already going to be low.
Easy 30 gold for his team. Let's see if he can get a revenge. Not really.
No, nothing FN to do the same. So our safe lane matchup is going to be Dream and FNG, the Witch Doctor, plus Riki against Abaddon, Enchantress. Say one thing about Enchantress, laning phase, incredibly strong, and Abaddon doesn't really have a whole lot to anyway, right?
Yeah,
he was very popular in previous metas for that reason.
They might want to skill heal in this lane instead of Maledict, even though having 1 point in Maledict will increase your kill potential, but there's going to be a ton of harassment in the position 5 Enchantress, and Abaddon is like self-sustainable. Even if you decides to leave, maybe try to make a rotation on the mid lane, I don't think you can get a kill.
Speaking of self-sustain, that is something that's a big part of the reason that Riki's safe lane has been so big, right, is his incredible amount of starting regen. So they're going to be put to the test. I think he starts off with like 6 or 7 regen to start.
Now he's new assassin.
Yeah, but that's certainly going to be put to the test by this very harassment-heavy lane. Meanwhile, telekinesis over to the other side. Shachlo blocking in a little bit, but Pio will back up. He's got a Nyx assassin to be able to help him out.
Runes. No one is controlling the bar. Ace Rune on the bottom lane.
Looks like LeBron is going to make a break for it here. May just take it away from Dendy since he doesn't need it. At 13-3, Kanka doing a very good job despite his courier being sniped away. He is still winning that CS battle. Top lane should be pretty free farm for the Pango. Leshrac isn't really much of a threat to you.
You know, you're a Pango spammer, right?
Oh, yeah. I love playing Pango.
Talking about spammers, we checked Theo's Dota buff before the game, and guess what? He has 600 games on Slark. Yikes.
God dang. Granted, that was before 2018. He pretty much has not played on that account for pubs since 2018. But yeah, that's apparently how he got his competitive career started, is him just playing a bunch of Slark games and pubs. King Arc gonna be in trouble here. Turns around, fakes the impale. May go for now as he lands it on the Shacho. Chain to stun with the Diabolic Edict doing so much damage. Shacho's in serious trouble. He's just gonna be chased down by Pio. That's gonna be your first blood for Bait.
Yeah, if you use Swashbuckle that aggressive, like it's a really long cooldown.
Yeah.
Level 1, so you need to be careful. There's gonna be another follow-up.
They're gonna be
easy
getting
2-0.
Vampire, he'll live a little bit longer with the stick, but there's no way they would be able to juke the two of them, so. Yeah, as you said, those first 2 levels of Swashbuckle, you gotta be really confident if you're ever going to be using it aggressively, especially against chain stuff like that.
That seems like we had a kill on the bottom lane. Abaddon.
That's a little surprising to me. I wonder if our Witch Doctor ended up going the Maledict build, because I imagine that's the only way they actually get a kill on the Abaddon in the first place, but...
There's no way to dispel it. Oh, good X mark.
Gonna be pulled back into the Torrent with the Maledict on top the cask, and the refraction just been burnt. Power shots come in, and FNG collects another kill for Gambit. Bottom lane though, Dream in some trouble. Doesn't have the creep wave here to be able to jump to. He's gonna be silenced again. Right as the creep wave shows up to the tower, but it's too late. 3rd kill now for B8, also known as Bait. Watch back that ghost stick kill. We're calling him Bait, by the way, because apparently we've talked to and that's kind of what they want their name to be. It's open. You can call them B8, but it's kind of meant to be big.
I assume they want to be baiting a lot this game.
Yeah, with the potential for an Abaddon turnaround.
Yeah.
5-minute battery.
To radiant walls.
Not going to try for the 2. So it looks like they're just going to split 2. Easy.
Kanka is level 6 while TA is only level 5, so if they make one more rotation on a mid lane, it's kind of guaranteed kill.
That's how it's done.
And certainly the most important hero, would you say, for Bait anyway?
Every single time you kill a TA, it's the same feeling. Alright, this was interesting.
Farming both? True. Oh, okay. Shots though.
Do you think Kanka said that was a fail boat after this one?
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For farming boat must be efficient. Dream. Gonna be snared down. Does have a blink to be able to jump over to the Witch Doctor, so should be fine, but still takes a decent amount of harassment, and that's just going to continue. You can see a CS really suffering here, but so is the Leshrac. They're actually about the same area. In fact, all the cores pretty much matching each other, but now Vampire's going to show up. They already have the Maledict onto LeBron. LeBron trying to put that last bit of damage onto FNG. Doesn't have to get the kill before he dies. Now Ghostic with the Aphotic Shield can actually turn around on that Riki. Not scared because, after all, he's got that troll. That's one of the big scary things. Top lane, they're going to be able to get chain stun onto the Pango once again, bringing him down underneath his tower and keeping the siege wagon alive. Bait is managing to get tower pressure on both the side lanes right now.
They're using the info very nicely on side of Bait. They make a move on the bottom lane. They instantly aggressively on the top lane. They know Pango is alone. They get a kill. They pressure the tower. And they're going to even put some pressure on the bottom tower as well. Same thing happened when they killed the TA. They got a return kill on Riki.
That's going to be basically a bonus tower. It always feels good. In the safe lane, you're able to take that off lane power before you start rotating around. It goes to show how far you point the lane, and nice, an impale. Okay, no follow-up though. Pio a little bit out of mana there. And FNG, a Maledict with nothing to follow it up.
Witch Doctor, level 4, swing with the aggressive build, 2 points, and Maledict 2 points in stun. Gives them a lot of kill potential. This Abaddon, like this is a core position 3 Abaddon that is having a really good time, 34 CS at the moment. Now, you can't be left alone. You're level 6.
LeBron trying to get a gank on this mid lane. Probably knows it's nice to get the information as well, right? Because of that combination you were talking about with the Kunk. you can X marks the spot into boat plus 1 teleport or 1 support rotation, and you're very likely to be able to bring down that TA. So LeBron gets that information, TA goes back to farming the jungle, and all is well for Bait. We're currently up 1K net worth. I'm pretty sure they're happy with the pace of this game right now. Eventually, they can try and take that safe lane tower with the last rack who's already made the rotation. They're going to try and bring down the Riki, who is not quite yet level 6. They don't have to TP back, but mass rotations coming out. They don't want to lose their safe lane tower on top of this.
Getting this kill.
They're going to try for it. PO is going to take a good amount of damage, but there it is. Ghostic immediately takes off the stun with his ultimate, turns around and Photic shields up the last rack. Not even close to getting the kill, but maybe it is enough to save their tower.
Now they should put more pressure on the mid lane. Riki TPing out, 2 TPs on the bottom lane. You can already see LeBron making the rotation on the mid. FNG.
He knows there is no ultimate there for the Abaddon, but unfortunately FN couldn't get there fast enough. Here comes the Enchantress, as you were talking about, making that rotation. Once they see those heroes bottom lane, put in some damage on that tower. Enchanted creep. Very good at pressuring towers now that it hits so hard, thanks to Enchant adding damage to the neutral. Dream finally able to get his level 6.
$40 seconds until the outpost and the next receipt creep. So I assume Bait just wants to pressure the bottom tower. They might even get it before because they have Abaddon who is level 6. Has ulti up and ready. Same goes for Leshrac with the Edict. There's no way Gambit defends.
Yeah, so they're going to take the safe lane tower with the Siege Wagon spawning in 30 seconds. You probably just push in bottom lane and then rotate into mid, right?
Yeah. I mean, someone needs to be at the bottom lane to get the XP. Both supports are not that leveled. Witch Doctor is level 5. There was not much action happening. He got the 2 early kills, which did not give him a lot of XP. You would want to have 1 level 6 support at 10-minute mark with the tome, so you can start playing aggressively.
I think the real loser here for Gambit, and part of the reason they're getting run over so badly is their lane should have gone as poorly as it did, and as a result, Harpengo being underleveled, losing his tower and such, means that they don't really have the team fight necessary to be able to stop this snowballing that's happening from Bait. Bait's just going to pick up more and more net worth off of getting the tower advantage, and that kind of space could also lead into an early Roshan if our Templar Assassin ends up going the Deso build first.
They lost 1 tower on the top lane. They will lose bottom tower in the next 20 seconds, which will make a rotation to the mid lane, try to pressure the mid tower as well. Then the map opens up, and with that Deso build, that they could easily take Roche. Deso is pretty deadly for Roche for buildings in general.
Since we did say that our TA is basically it is the hard carry of Bait, do you think that he is going to go for that Deso build? You want him to just go for that kind of greedier style that allows him to pump out damage and just leave the rest of the job?
Yeah, I feel like in this game, Deso into Blink Dagger is fine. You have Abaddon to take care of you if you're caught in a bad spot.
So what does Gambit need to do to slow down this roll? Is it just all-inning on a team fight in mid lane?
Well, Kanka used 2 boats to get anything out of that, so he needs to be like more active. I don't know if there was a communication problem with it at the bottom lane because there was no follow-up. The Bait, they feel a bit better, I would say, in this game because they are using all the info that the Gambit is giving them, showing them heroes on the lanes, and then they process that info, transition that into tower or a big kill.
I mean, there's a big difference. I'm just looking at the stage right now and just looking at the supports, right? There's a big difference in the power spikes of these supports too, right? You've got an Enchantress for LeBron, and you've got King R with the Nyx's staff. And those heroes are plenty useful without their ultimates, right? A lot of their damage is intact without having their ultimates. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got a Rubik and Witch Doctor, both of whom kind of really need their ultimates to be online fights. You need that damage. the spell steal. You know, there are some easy grabs here. You've got Impale from the Nyx Assassin. A Photic Shield is amazing. And oftentimes a free steal, because most Abaddons aren't going to be spamming Mistcoil a whole lot. So
I don't think you want to steal anything from these three heroes, like Lash, Anch, and TA. It's really not effective on Rubik, so you are aiming for that shield and Impale. These are the two most important spells.
So until they have that fact, I mean, right now the Rubik is level 5, the Witch Doctor is level 5 as well. So they kind of need to get their ultimates there. Shocklow didn't have his Rolling Thunder until just now.
Where are you going?
As we head back into the game finally, the about to spawn, so Vayne is going to try and invade into the jungle a little bit more. They already took that safe lane tower. LeBron gets low. Maledict will manage to finish him off here. They're not going to be able to take that outpost, but they should be able to get both the bounty rooms down here at the bottom lane. Dream is already on the other side, though, so things will be even on that front, but it's the towers that's the real loss for Gambit right now, and we'll see whether or not Bait tries to continue that role around the mid lane. Ghostic.
Shocklow is level 6, Rolling Thunder online, so they should use it and try to get a kill. He also went for kind of a greedy build, which I like in this game. He wants to be able to scale with just one Javelin.
Going for the kill on FN. He doesn't have the boat up. He does have a Fairy Fire, and he's super tanky with all those stats. FNG will manage to intercept there. That cast bouncing around, slowing things down. They do manage to get the X on a King R, pulling him back into a Torrent, but no damage to follow that up. And yeah, sure enough, with the Siege Wagon coming in,
keep alive.
They're going to do everything they can to keep that damage dealer alive. The tower's just going to be chipped away. You can see Ghostic's willing to take some shots. Finally, a Photic Shield is stolen, so it does make team fight significantly harder.
Siege creep dies, they instantly TP to the lanes to farm up. Also, a lot of pressure put on the bottom lane. Someone needs to address that issue. What do you think about the build on Kanka? It's ready to have a halberd against TA.
I think it feels good against TA for sure. I'm just wondering if they're going to be able to have enough to deal with this Lash Track, who's currently being hunted down by Shocklow. He does have a swashbuckle to finish her off. Big kill. The important one at that is it was a solo kill too, so he got a hefty amount of net worth for that.
Kanka right now is so tank, 2000 HP with that 2 bracer power Sanj build.
They kind of builder though. And if judging from Shockslow's build, it doesn't look like, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe he could go back for the pipe, but I would assume that he wants to be more of a damage dealer and build a Maelstrom. Diffuse a Blade is particularly good. As we already talked about, it's good against the Abaddon, but for Pango, it's particularly good against TA.
Yeah,
just instantly burning through her front.
And your Rick is also going for the Diffusal Blade. Having 2 of those, that feels good. But I think he should swap back to more like team fight-oriented build after that one Javelin. You have enough damage, but getting a pipe, even a Mac to mitigate some damage from Lash extra armor against PDA.
That smoke wrap round, thanks to the ward they laid down, they spotted that Lash Track and should be able to catch him here, leading off with the X. Back in, 3 heroes on top of Lash Track, easy kill. Dream, meanwhile, is also going to be able to chase down Ghostic. Not quite enough to be able to force his ultimate. If he did, maybe they'd go for power dive, but as it is right now, they're just trying to control this part of the map.
Lash Track died twice in a row.
Yeah,
that's going to slow him down.
That is really going to slow him down because he got all those towers. He got the net worth lead here. Now the River, they're going to lose a team fight as well, as Vampire does have another Photic Shield to be able to put on himself. Ghostic keeps slowed down, though, with the silence. Maybe FNG going for some body blocking, but a shot from the low ground. Finish him off. LeBron gets the kill, but now being controlled up. X Rolling Thunder bouncing back in. Does manage to hit the Abaddon, actually pops his ultimate. LeBron is going to be target, though, of all the hate from Gambit. They managed to bring him down first. Now turning towards those traps. Plenty of traps around, so if Gambit extend a little bit too far, they will not be happy with the team fight that occurs. Instead, they back off. Happy with the trade-off of support for support.
This Witch Doctor is doing God's work in team fights. That cast could guarantee him a kill. And look at him, FNG has earned already. So there's gonna be some extra damage thrown in inside that Maledict, even though it can be dispelled with Abaddon's shield. Seems like Abaddon is playing extremely aggressive, oriented about taking care of himself more than healing others.
leads off, does manage to get the Vendetta hit into the impact.
波节奏配合老陆，终于是抓了对面滚滚一波，给老陆吸了一口血。单地的话，目前还是以刷为主吧。他这边的话没有选择第二件去跳刀，而是选择是暗灭。
I always want to know like who's the favorite of the CIS team, you know, the fan favorite.
I know who's not, but I'm gonna. Doing a good job just putting the pressure on the lanes. Tanka pushes the wave pretty fast. Bottom lane is always going to be pushed in for bait, but meanwhile on the top lane, Ricky took the tower, which I don't think happened. It's solo Ricky pushing, who does not have the shield played yet, but it's getting close because of that extra gold from the tower.
Pretty important. Tier 2 item. Ready to be spawned, so both teams farm some neutrals, see if they can get that special helping neutral. Use that power spell.
Creep approaching on a mid lane. They want to take this tier 1 tower on a mid lane. Desto is red on TA and try to get a fight on mid. Transition that into Roche.
Braun. He's going to take a decent amount of damage here from the swashbuckle. Managed to dodge one Rolling Thunder, bounces right back into it. Now it's just going to be chain hit over and over and over again. King R actually coming in to try and bail out his support, but this is turning into a very bad idea. Hits the impale, but Vampire, big burst of damage. He stole the Vendetta from earlier. There's need a little bit more. The Faithful will do the trick. Double kill for him. It's going to be turning into
Ricky about to finish his Diffusal Blade. This is where Gambit starts to play more aggressive. You have a carry who will gladly join fights, but he's also fine with just farming on the side lane. And they are keeping the tier 2 tower alive, but most importantly, they kept the tier 1 tower and mid alive.
You could see Gambit is really itemizing entirely for that TA, maybe in part because he just died a couple times in a row, so his game was so slowed down. But they're going for Greaves build over the pipe for Sato as well. So Greaves obviously a lot more focused on being able to protect against physical damage.
Oh, nice flip.
Ooh, the swashbuckle doesn't actually hit PO there, and he's going to be saved by both the heal of the Enchantress and the Aphotic Slide. Torrent and boat into a little bit more damage, and they do manage to burst it down even through that Aphotic Shield. Now Ghostic tries to get the silence onto Sato, but a stolen Aphotic Shield will cleanse that off pretty quickly, and now it's just going to be a run of whoever they can catch. First it's going to be LeBron. He's done for a TP out for the Abaddon. Will get him out of dodge, but still. Great team fight for Gambit, 12-7, as they begin to turn things around. But it seems now they've got Diffusal Blades. They feel confident taking it to bait anywhere they can.
It's like Dendi does not want to participate in any fights until he gets a BKB. He's not go for a Blink Dagger. He wants to be able to have something against the Magic, against the Mana Burn. There is a lot of control against both, of course, and it seems like they're not relying on Abaddon to actually deal with all this stuff. I want to see Pipe being built on Abaddon to mitigate the magical damage on Gambit's side.
Yeah, that should certainly help, as you basically just, like, your job is pretty simple as the Abaddon in this. You've got two squishy, very glass cannon style cores. You just need to be able to find ways to stop the damage as best you can. FNG. Vampire does have that Aphotic Shield still stolen, so...
My apologies to Witch Doctor. The boy's doing good. I did not see this hero in pro matches. I do not see him in my games. Seems like it's been forgotten. If someone's gonna play Witch Doctor, it's gonna be him or Puppy. But he took it first, and apologies. This hero seems very good.
Well, Witch Doctor graciously accepts your apologies, Cost. I'm sure he's happy to be back at meta. He's not going to be happy. A casual net into an Impale, a nice chain stun on a Dream. Thought he could TP out, but apparently he's mistaken. BKB, I'm not sure that's really needed, but it's popped anyway. Does manage to get the kill onto the Riki. Now they're going to try for more. Vampire, Torrent, and Boat. Intercepting and allowing excess Vampire to be able to get out of there, at least for the moment. But still slowed down by another TA trap. Shots of Roll Thunder. This is a good opportunity to be able to get some chainsaws, especially with the BKB still down on Dendy. He decided to pop that for a Riki kill, and now he's been stunned 3 different times.
Still alive.
Swashbuckle doing so much damage, sure, but Gambit needs to be able to follow it up a little bit more. And without their Riki, they don't feel comfortable taking that engagement. I think Joshua looked at this and said, this is a dream area to take a bite. I'm going to chain stun people all over the place, but the rest of Gambit didn't want it.
Yeah, there was no follow-up. Riki is the most important damage dealer right now. They use the boat to disengage. So, I mean, boat is their damage as well.
Yeah. No Riki, no boat, no team fight. Gambit. They're gonna back up to the jungle for now. 20-minute rune spawn. Making a break for the outpost. FNG. Well, I don't think you want to be here, my friend. You can't stop that outpost from taken. I don't think you can stop your life from being taken at this point, as LeBron's just gonna keep peppering him with those impetus shots until he's finally brought low.
I'm pretty sure FNG is fine with that. That broke the smoke, but there's going to be a lot on the mid tower. Last panic inside the trees. No deny.
Says Vampire. They see him. It's really awkward. It looked like they thought they could defend that tower, and then somebody made the call, nope, we're not going to go for it, and that leaves the Vampire just dry.
They're ready to take the Roche, so they want to have good position in the lanes. They want them pushed out so they can actually take the Roche. There's no slaughter in this game, but there's Deso plus Edict. That's a ton of the damage, but they want to get one pickup. Getting Riki, maybe get the Kanka to use the boat, and they will gladly just force fight into Roche pit.
It's always great for Dire's side, in order to get that control of Roshan. A great way to just be able to pressure that bottom lane. And that tier 2 starts threatening that tier 3, you kind of know they've got to go over there. But Dendy is taking so much damage already, they're actually going to be able to bring him down. Cream gets the kill, and our Nyx assassin was not able to stop that damage. All physical. Now they've used another BKB charge, lost their carry, Dendy, and now more going to be caught as well. LeBron pulled back into his death, and even Jotlo chasing for more. LeBron, he's certainly dead. It's a better question of whether or not they're going to be able to clean up these heroes inside the river. Looks like the Nyx assassin was able to back off. Jotlo, meteor hammer on top of him. The turnaround here for LeBron. He's going to be able to get at least one kill. Can they keep the electric alive? No. That Riki does way too much damage, and Ghostic's not even going to try. LeBron did eventually go down, so that's going to be 3. I guess in a way, Jotlo being so aggressive like that basically traded his life for a Leshrac, which I don't think you're too upset about.
Leshrac is not having a good time. He is third on net worth chart, but I don't think that's enough. He had way too many deaths, and the way they itemized is they realized the threat is coming from the CH. He got disarmed, there's a full AC on Kanka.
Then he's back, looking for some revenge. He managed to land the meteor hammer, the bow comes in, that's going to be dodged, but still pops the BKB, but just a tad late. Now FN has got enough distance, he's going to be able to walk away. FNG won't be as lucky. Maybe the supports. Oh, this is a big kill. Can actually get Dream. The net into the impale, but he's already jumped away. The aphotic shield given by Vampire cleansed him of the net, allowed him to jump away before the stun came out. And now Vampire, well, he may just be the sacrifice to get Dream out of there. But Dream and Jotlo are not going to go down without a fight. Ghostic hiding away from that rolling thunder, trying to get around into the river, and he's going to be good. Nicely played by Ghostic.
This stolen aphotic shield is doing so much work getting rid of the dust, clumsy net, the trap flow.
Yeah, they pretty much always have to have sentries for these fights if they want to be able to kill Dream. It's always a game playing a bad into Rubik, because I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah,
just like throw a mist coil after every aphotic shield? The animation isn't fast enough.
And the range is pretty garbage right now.
Yeah.
What if you go Helm the Dominator and have creep, so you always have a target to use mist coil on? There it is, problem solved.
Well, you still got mana problems. That would be another issue for Abaddon, especially since he's matched up against the diffuser blades that we're talking about. A Black Thorn is going to be set up on a Dendy. Can he chain stun? No follow-up. They have no BKB piercing disables on the side, so at least not yet anyway. Eventually they'll have a basher on that Riki, I'm sure.
Riki is going for Manta stop. About that one.
Yeah, is that really needed when you already have a aphotic shield? Like, it's a guarantee you're gonna have it on X. Yeah, well.
I mean, it's a good stat, of course. You can get rid of the flow, you can get rid of the meteor hammer spell, you can get the flow.
More instances of damage, refraction stuff. Like, it's not a bad item, right? I wouldn't have minded him going for, like, the Battle Fury. Battle Fury to Basher a bit. Eventually now.
That one's always... Roach, number 1, still alive.
Yeah, very surprising. I love your point about this Leshrac in his game because, again, being third in net worth, when you won your lane, killed the offlaner a couple times, took the offlane tower, then had a tower advantage, as you can see, he's just going to die here to the physical damage of this Death Ward. Rips him apart. Now LeBron's going to be caught in as well. They even bumped to the Nyx Assassin, which they bumped him a couple times, so maybe they know? No, they don't. Maybe they don't have the action. Stop it, but they're going to try and do Roshan for themselves, and this would be a huge loss for Bait if a PA lineup is unable to get a Roshan, unable to get that first Aegis after winning the early lane.
You know something's wrong. Your hammer plus 2-man stun.
That's a nice bit of damage, but
they can't take
nobody
the fight
jumping
without
in.
Flash.
Yeah.
Even the BKB, this Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
He always gets the like half duration of the ulti. BKB is not going to stop you. He has the defensive item for himself. The Ghost Scepter will keep him alive, especially against the PA and Impetus.
Well, tier 3 items rolling in. Oh, Mindbreaker for a Pango.
It's an old Pango, you know, with the disarm and silent swashbuckle.
Extra damage from the swashbuckle as well. Repair kit, considering the Gambit are the ones who have the Aegis right now, I think you're pretty happy with the repair kit. But Pio, probably not too happy with being gone over and over again. He's going to pop his BKB and see if he can turn this around, but he's taking so much physical damage from this Ricky. Somebody's got to save him. Where's Ghosting? The Ghost Scepter goes off, but it's not fast enough. Too much damage from the swashbuckle, plus the Riki hits. And now, Bait have lost their big team fight core once again, and they just have to stay defiant to this tier 2 mid.
They don't have any long cooldowns. That's a good thing for Bait right now because they can keep fighting, but they need their heroes to be alive. This Leshrac is dying way too much.
It really is. I have to wonder, like, is he not playing enough with his Abaddon?
Who do you blame? Like, if you're Lash, you're definitely blaming Abaddon. Like, where should you at, bro?
Yeah. But as a team, who is it? If you're looking at this, who do you think's at fault? Like, Pio's not respecting the physical damage that's coming from Gambit. Like, he's just charging in that, like, even before, he's taking a good amount of damage, but then he gets his BKB, and it looked like he thought he was invulnerable at all times.
Performance.
Abaddon is not as speedy as Lash. They both have a force, but it seems like Lash force is more amazing.
A little bit of a slower horse. Yeah, being undead and all, you know, you're missing certain vital joints. Well, 3,000 net worth lead for Gambit right now. And that was Halberd into AC, into BKB, I think, for a couple.
Yeah.
Bad. Eventually his ultimate's gonna pop here, but nobody
Now
nearby, so they can keep chasing forever. FNG even making sure to cut him off with the spider legs, climbing up the hill there.
So right now, Bait in a really bad spot. Gambit wants to keep playing aggressive, use another smoke, and TA is not a hero that wants to play from behind, and especially if you take the Roche from her. And it's so hard to itemize. Like, I see Butterfly queued up. Like, even if you get any item, it feels like Gambit right now is just staying one step ahead.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a double damage. Jeez. Yule Scepter. That's going to be able to take away that DD, but seeing as they already used their Impale, they don't have quite enough chain stuns to maybe turn around on that Riki, nor do they really want to. After all, he's got an Aegis. That's why Dream's playing so aggressively right now. Daring Bait fight around killing him once. FN, oh, that is a very, very big kill. BKB is going to go off in time. As the Meteor Hammer chain stun was just a little bit off. The Nyx Assassin does have the talent, right?
Yeah, I think he went for a different talent because you also have... Okay.
Well, he was a little bit slow in casting the Meteor Hammer, sure. But,
you should always have time when you go down into the actual drop.
And silence goes on just in time. Jandro actually gets it cleansed up with the Abiotic Shield. There is always on access Vampire, and it's going to be able to just roll on through. Now, Cat's going to be able to bounce over the Nyx Assassin, who's stuck right now, as is the Abandoned underneath the smoke screen. Dream just doing far too much damage. Dual Scepter to be able to dodge the torrent, but won't have anything to dodge the damage. So just floods in Gambit every single time they catch one hero a little bit out of position. Gambit just rolls on in, takes the team fight, wins it, and is now going to go for the high ground.
Then the build being on the side lane, they definitely need to drop some AC, some extra minus armor on the building. There's no way they defend this. Also, Guardian Greaves will keep them healthy.
Deeply concerning.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Watching this game as a whole for bit, and the way that they had an advantage, had intensive map control, and just continuously failed, whether it's getting cut out, whether it's, you know, not taking the right team fights, whether it's not doing the right objectives. I mean, it took them a while to be able to take that mid tower. They had certain times where Dendi was totally free farming, but they never got a Roshan. They never tried to even smoke Roshans like that.
I feel like there was no synergy those 10 minutes mark in what they should have been doing, getting that tier 1 tower with the PA. They just got outnumbered every single time. Either a kill on Lash, either a kill on PA, so they were just slowing them down, delaying that the Roche that they're always afraid of. And the itemization on Gambit so far has been perfect. This AC, Heaven's Halberd, and Claw, one of the best tier 2 items in the game you can get. Now he's slowly transitioning into a damage dealer. Also Guardian Greaves, extra armor against PA. They realize where the real threat comes from.
Yeah, seriously. Like, Dendi made free farms, and he may have almost equal net worth, but he's been so hard countered. Just look at that last man. He gets blown up almost immediately by Dream. No buyback there. So now I wonder if Fate is just going to give up another lane of barracks. And the bat, his ultimate is going to be possible. The boat is going to come in, manage to nail it. Just keep on chainstunning these heroes. Triple kill for Dream. He's looking for a rampage right now, and you know it. He's going to go for the gold. Still first on LeBron. Gets that one. Where's Dendi at? Dream. He wants it. He's calling for his ally. Set it up for me, baby. Set it up. Get the telekinesis. Get a little bashes. BKB going up. Dendi, are you going to try and deny this one? Get Dendi. Through the ranks and give him the rampage.
There it is.
And that's it. GG call for Bait and Gambit. Close out this best of one. They second in their group.
I feel like Fate had this game after the laning stage, but there was just a little bit